Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Is what?
Is Israel's portion.
And that's our portion to be put through the fire. When we being put through the fire, that just means correction, right? Now, being put through the fire is something like we'll have an argument, right? We be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, but then we might have an argument with one of them, right? And your old man, before you be changed, your old man will dust them, just sweep the floor with them, beat them up, right? But being put through the fire means you have an argument and you'll just leave it alone. You'll walk away. You see what I'm saying? You'll remember these laws that Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shah, told us to keep. That's being put through the fire. So you're going to go through some things. Go ahead and read your piece about.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 6.
Bring it out.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
For whom the Lord loves, he corrects. Right? Go ahead and read.
And scourges every son whom he receiveth.
And scourges every son who he receives. So when he brings you in, it's going to be love. Right? You can pray, give it whatever you want, King. But then he's going to take you through some trials and tribulations.
Right.
Right? Now, it's easy to overcome because you got the Lord. With the Lord, all things are possible. So some going to be easy and some that's going to always be that one stumbling block that's going to be hard for you to overcome, to get over it. But eventually you keep praying for him, you keep fasting on these things, he will get you over that, and that's when you become pure as gold. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and read.
If he endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
So the Lord only chastises true sons. I got daughters, right? I only chastise my children. I ain't gonna let them go outside and play with their friends and then they all do something wrong and I'm calling each and every one of them, I chastise them all. No, I'm only gonna chastise my own. The Lord is saying he's only gonna chastise his own. Right? Go ahead and read.
But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards. And
are you what?
Then are ye bastards.
So if the Lord don't chastise you, if they take you through these things, you are all bastards, which means you are not the children of the Lord. You walking according to the heathen ways, which means you walking on in darkness and not the light. Go ahead and read.
And not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
So we going to be subjected to the Father when we will live. Go ahead and bring that out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 6.
Bring it out.
Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
They are not all Israel which are of Israel. It's a bloodline. All 12 tribes are the children of Israel. But now all 12 tribes are going to come back and repent, King.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They all not going to come back. As you said before, we can't save everybody. We save the ones that the Lord bring up to us. You see what I'm saying? That's who we save. Now let's go ahead and get to these laws. Book of Leviticus 19:27 and bring it out, Leviticus.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
You know what?
And the swine.
You know what swine is, King? I'm quite sure you do. Swine. Something you eat. Pig. Yeah, the pig. The honey, glazed ham. You know what I'm saying? Them pork chops. You know what I'm saying? Smothered. You know what I'm saying? Them baby back ribs. Smothered in that barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? The liking of your choosing. That's what he's talking about. That pork that these people made a delicacy. Go ahead and read.
And the swine, though he divideth the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
What the guy said about the pork?
He is unclean to you.
What the guy said about the pig?
He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Well, what did he say about their flesh?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat. And their carcass shall ye not touch.
So God told us not to eat their carcass, not to eat the pig. The pig is a defiled animal to the point where God told us not to even touch it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Did you say that?
They are unclean to you.
They are what?
They are unclean to you.
That's a law. You can't find that in the commandments, King. That's his law. That we're not to eat pork. Go ahead and read.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Now he's telling us what we can eat that's in the waters. Go ahead and read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
What's only the things that have fins and scales that's in the water. Only thing that has fins and scales is fish.
That's right.
No crab, no shrimp, no lobsters, no oyster, just fish. Go ahead and read.
Them shall ye eat, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
They shall be a what?
They shall be an abomination unto you.
So we only can eat fish. You know what an abomination is? Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 18:15. We're going to show you, okay? Because he said it's an abomination unto us. If we eat it, eat shrimp, crab, lobster, if we eat pork, those are abominable things. Real quick, we're going to come back there, but let me get the book of Isaiah chapter 66, verse 17. Go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 15.
Bring it out.
My son, blemish not thy good deeds.
It's locked in. That's 18:15.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 15.
Bring it out.
13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13.
Bring it out.
The Lord hateth all abominations.
What the Bible say?
The Lord hateth all abominations.
So the Lord hates abominations. God said pig, shrimp, crab, and lobster, these are things we're not to eat because they are an abomination. They something that God hates. So if we're trying to show God that we love him, we can't do something that he hates, right? I have a rib, right? So if my wife is my wife, if she go out and cheat on me, in my eyes, that's an abomination. You see what I'm saying? That's something I hate. None of us want our rib to go out and cheat or be with another man. That's something we all hate because God put that spirit into us to be like that. That's why we get jealous. So stay right there. We're going to come back to it. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 17.
Bring it out.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's flesh. And the abomination, the mouse.
The what?
The mouse.
All these small creatures that we're not supposed to be eat. We're not to eat no squirrel, no mice, no rat, no cat, no dog. Because the Chinese be cooking all that up in these China stores and putting in that General Tso's saying that's chicken. So beware of that. All right? So go ahead and read that from the top, huh?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 17.
Bring it out.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together.
Shall be what?
Shall be consumed together.
Shall be what?
Shall be consumed together.
That's judgment if we go ahead and continue to eat those things. So if you eat pork, you got to cut that off this day. You eat shrimp, crab, lobster, anything that's not fins and scales on it, that's not fish. He said you're going to be consumed together. They're going to be consumed. What consumed means? Fire. They're going to be toasties together, as we say in Mortal Kombat. Toasties. All right, so go ahead and read what you got one more time, huh?
The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13.
Bring it out.
The Lord hateth all abominations, and they that fear God love it not.
They that fear God love it not. You see what I'm saying? So we're not to do those things. Go back to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19:27. All right, we're gonna get you some more laws. I'll show you. Go ahead and read what you got.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
You should not bald our head. Nobody out here got bald heads. We don't put no razors to it and slide that thing off. That was an Egyptian custom. We're not to do that. We're Israelites. We got our own customs.
Right.
Okay, and we coming back to them. Go ahead and read.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall ye mar the corners of thy beard.
Neither shall we cut off the corners of our beard. You see how you got that little grilled tea up in there, looking all nice and fine for the ladies? God don't like that. You see what I'm saying? We are lions, the tribe of Judah, lion of Judah. That's our representation. We represent the lion. And the lion, the male lion, got a mane, right? If you cut that mane off, I don't know what it may look like, but it probably gonna look like a female lion, I'm assuming. So that's why God gave us this. He gave us this. It grows for a reason. So we gotta let that thing grow in. Okay, you could kind of line the outside, but let it grow in fully. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how God made us, true men. And also they shaved off our beards in slavery. That's why they called us boy. You see that? Come here, boy. You see what I'm saying, King? They couldn't do that. We got our Now, shave all that off and make him look like a boy, and then we can disrespect him all day.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
Yea, shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
I'm the what?
I am the Lord.
So he said, don't print any marks upon us. You got tattoos? All praises.
All praise.
Man, hey, I like talking to you, King, because the spirit, the light on you just shines, man. It just shines, bro. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in church too. The Lord did not allow me to get tattoos. I didn't know, but He never allowed me. I never liked it. I never wanted them. You see what I'm saying? A lot of my people's around me. See that?
A lot of people around me wanted them, and I was like,
It's a reason for that, King. I want you to ponder when you in that little quiet place, you're going to think. I want you to ponder on that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a reason for that, okay? So we don't have to get tattoos and none of that, so we ain't got to worry about that because you don't like tattoos and all that, because God don't like those things. Okay, you got any questions, according to the Bible, that we can answer for you, King? Any questions at all that the pastors, you made it went to the pastor, they couldn't answer?
pretty much.
Oh,
Pretty much,
go ahead and got that.
basically answered all my questions.
Okay, we're gonna get you another law.
Because truth be told, when I was in church, and I did listen to the pastors, they were preaching the same word,
The same.
Over and
the
over
same
again.
scripture.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking like, bro, when are we gonna do something different?
Right,
I'm like, I come here with every Sunday, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to learn something new. It's the same stuff. I'm like, man, I might as well just leave.
Because they don't have the knowledge.
And it's crazy because then they try to put that, that guilt on you. Oh, you believe in the Lord's word. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna leave. You gonna teach the same stuff.
Right.
You know?
They only want to keep you there for their money.
Exactly.
Because they give tithes. They have us pay tithes. Tithing was never money. Did you know that?
Never.
It was what? Cattle. It was what is it? Fruit. It was vegetables. That's what true tithing is. Oxen and things of that nature. It was never money. You knew that? I could go get it and prove it if you want to hear it. Let's go ahead and get it in the book of Deuteronomy Chapter 14, verse 22.
Bring it on!
I feel like everybody else.
That's all praises. That's right. Hey, that's why we got the mic for. The Lord told us to come out here and cry loud. Lift up our voice as a trumpet. When he means so everybody can hear. I like you, brother. I really do. All right. I like you. 14:22.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 22.
Bring it out!
Thou shalt truly tithe all that. Slakia. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed. Let's find out what that seed is, because this is what the pastors do. They take that all out of conscience. They say, sow a seed. I thought he was about to fall. He set that thing down. He went a little trying to show off. But that's what our people lose, like attention. But the Lord said to plant a seed, to sow a seed, right? The pastors will make that seed seem as if it's money. You wanted the Lord to bless you, sow a seed. That means give more to me.
Right.
That's what the pastor's saying. Give your money to me. You got to sow a seed. You like to get cut off, Sister Betty? Sow a seed. Give me more money and the Lord will bless you. He'll take care of you. But let's find out what that seed is he's talking about. Go ahead and read.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year.
That this seed, the field bringeth forth year by year.
Right.
It ain't talking about money, because the field, the grass, the dirt don't bring money year by year. That's where you probably get that saying, money don't grow on trees.
There you go.
But the seed, let's see what that, because that's what the seed bring year. What do the seed bring year by year? Fruit.
That's right.
Vegetables.
That's right.
Food. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God.
We shall eat before the Lord thy God.
right.
That's going into food. Go ahead and read.
In the place which he shall choose to place his name there, the tithe of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds.
The oil, that's where you get oil, cooking oil, and the herbs. Okay, go ahead and read it. Go ahead and read go one more back. Matter of fact, read the whole thing over, King. I want you to listen up, King.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine,
Thy corn and thy wine. What else, Hawk?
and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds.
And the herds, right? We will bring our, our sheep to get that lamb for the meat to do these feasts, right? You will bring all type of animals to go along with it. Go ahead and read.
And of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always. And if the way be too long,
Now, if the way be too long, because Jerusalem was a nice little thing, so you have some. That's what we was living at over in that mainland, Jerusalem. That's where we from.
That's right.
Now, we would take these cattle and stuff to Jerusalem to the Levites. So we took the tithes to the Levites, and the Levite distributed all over Israel. He gave us our portion. So none of the Israelites would ever go without. Every Israelite had to have a house. Every Israelite had to have cattle. Every Israelite had to have a home and the stuff to supply themselves with. It wasn't like you had some Israelites were rich and some Israelites was poor. No, that's what the Lord set up the Levitical priests for, and those are your Haitians.
That's
The
right.
tribe of Levi is Haiti. The Haitians that's over in Haiti. That's who are them our brothers. They are the Levitical priests. The Levites. That's who they are. So our people would take these tithings to the Levites, and the Levites would distribute it amongst Israel. You see what I'm saying? And use some of those cattle and things of that nature for offerings to get them sins up off of us. Go ahead and read.
and if the way be too long for thee,
Now, if the way be too long, you got your cattle, y'all marching all up to Jerusalem. If it be too long, let's find out what he say now.
so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God has blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money.
Then shall thou turn it into money. If the way be too far, if you got to walk 10 miles with your cattle and it's hot, your cattle might not make it. It might die of thirst before they get there. Then you can exchange it for money. Let's find out what we're going to do when we exchange it for money.
Then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shalt go into the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen or for sheep.
So we will take that money if it's too long to bring our cattle. We'll sell it, get the money, go to Jerusalem and buy cattle there and give it to the priests. We never handed the priests money.
That's good teaching,
See
King.
what I'm saying, Kings? That's true tidings according to the Bible.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Why is the banks and churches and basically they all work together.
They all work together on one accord. Say it again, Art.
That 501c3 plan.
That 501c3 plan.
That's
The
right.
pastors can continue to keep the money that they make and don't pay taxes, long as they not teaching us our true heritage. Yeah, that's why they got some of these pastors that got airplanes. You see what I'm saying? They got vacation homes, right? They got homes in different cities. They driving around in the high-paying cars. You see that? And guess what? They don't give back to the community.
It's crazy. I always thought, like, to be a pastor, I always thought you could come out and preach the word, but you have to go to college. And I'm like, go to college? I'm like, if you have the knowledge, you should be out there like what you're doing.
That's right.
And giving it to the people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no diploma or no degree just to be a pastor.
Right.
You gotta preach.
Right. And you know why they gotta go to because in order to get that 501c plan, G plan, they have to learn how to teach the Bible. That's right. You sound like Benjamin. You sound like Benjamin right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Benjamites. And you Jamaican, brother? I know my brothers, man. All praises, man. Hey, Paul was a Benjamite. Did you know that? All praises.
All praise to the Most
Hallelujah.
High.
Hallelujah. Let me get all these before y'all forget. This is a YouTube channel.
This is what I used to in New York.
Okay, all right, yeah, it's all the way down there,
I
okay.
used to this thing in New York, and I love it. So I've been sitting for a while because they tell me. So I saw you guys there, I'm like, this is
All praises, all praises. If you have any questions, let us know, King. All right. So that's what true tithing was, according to the Bible. Okay. They say plant that seed and they make it as money, and then they read that scripture: when a man robbed God, they want all your money. See, that collection played around numerous of times. I got to be satisfied. He may be thinking about going on a vacation off of the congregation money. You see what I'm saying? He might have have a talk with his wife and said, "Look, baby, we want to go to Cancun." They probably already been there for you before. We ain't been in Cancun for over 10 years. We liked it, that place. Let's go and raise a lot of money. But they go to that ceremonial school, that's theological school, so they can get taught what and what not to teach. Like you said, if you are a true servant of God, He gonna put that spirit in you and you just come out here like we doing.
Right.
He not gonna have you go to no dang school and get taught by the oppressors and the oppressors telling you what to read. That's right. That's right. And that's how we became deceived. Because our people sellouts. Those just goes back to our people selling out their own people. That's what that goes back to. Let's go ahead and grab that in the book of First Maccabees. 11 and 21. First Maccabees 11. Give me First Maccabees 11 and 21. No, stay here. Stay here. Give me the book. No, matter of fact, stay where you at. Give me First Maccabees 11, 21. Now this is what the pastors are doing to our people. Listen up.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 11, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Then came ungodly persons who hated their own people.
Ungodly people who hate. Ungodly persons. He's talking about the Israelites who hated their own people. That's what the rap game set up for too as well. Go ahead and read.
Went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower.
So Jonathan besieged the tower, right? So you always had that one sellout would be a lookout and be like, and seeing what we doing, keeping an eye on us and running back to them and telling them and getting paid for it. So he rented and ratted. We call it rat. They're a rat today, right? He ratted on his brother. He ratted on Jonathan. Go ahead and read.
Whereof, when he heard, he was angry, and immediately removing him, came to Patmos. Salakia.
Let me read that one more time from the top up.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 11, and verse 21. Then came ungodly persons who hated their own people, went into the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower.
So we always have people like that sold out their own people for money. Go ahead and give me that in the book of, drop down to 1 verse 11. Always have sellouts, and we have them today in the entertainment world. They rap about calling our females bees and hoes, right?
It's so crazy.
Shake what your mama gave you.
They got used to it.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Because it's like this. Because it have bees and H in there. They're like, no, I buy it and I give you my thing, plus the B, H. Nah, you can't do that.
Right.
You call it the same thing you love, B, H, and whatever.
See that?
Right. That's right. That's what it is to them. The ones that got ruler over their so-called servants. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. Right.
You guys robbing Africa blind as the richest continent of the world.
Right.
Okay, if it's poor, why you guys going over there?
Exactly. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Straight like that. That's real. 100, man. And that's what they do. But check it out. Let's get the flip side of it. Instead of them, our people selling out, how about we go on music entertainment in the music world and we rap and tell our people how royalty we are, that we God's chosen people. You know, that influence, that same influence, instead of using it in a negative way, we're using it in a positive way. You wonder how many of our people will change just like that. That's how big of an influence they got on our people. You see that? But if they do that, then they're going to get despised. They're going to despise them and get rid of them if they don't kill them. You see what I'm saying? Because they made a contract and a pact not to tell us. The whole point is to deceive us, deceive their own people. You see that?
That's it again. They make us, what they do from slavery time, they make us hate something.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Because look at, I look at Philadelphia, for instance. That's a city of brotherly love. But they had so much killing. Why brother have to hate brother?
Same thing for Chicago.
Come on, man.
Right, same thing for Scott. That's all
You know
hypocrites.
what I'm saying? Why we have to hate? Look, I'm telling people so much, and it starts from sympathy, right? I said, if people are looking at you, that doesn't mean looking at you in any gay form.
Right.
You might just be saying, look at the handsome brother. You might just be saying, yo, that brother is big. You know what I'm saying? It might nothing to be looking. When you look at it, he goes like, what else you looking at?
Negative way.
No, don't look at it that way.
It's like you automatically
yeah, automatically
Right.
you want to get defensive.
Right.
Nah.
That goes back to the hatred you were talking about. You see that? It's hard. We can't even compliment our people.
Exactly.
You see that?
You know what I'm saying? Like a beautiful sister. I love seeing beautiful sisters. I look at them, nothing,
Right.
I just love seeing them. Yo, right? That's all right. As long as you don't get hurt. That's all.
You need to stop and listen just for that.
Hey, you need to stop and listen. Maybe that was the Lord wanting you to hearken.
Hey, yo, spit some bars, my nigga.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Stand here. Don't walk away. Stand here. All right? Because you may be an Israelite. On your father's side, what is your father's race?
White.
Your father's a white, so-called white man?
White man.
Okay, well you'll be a Edomite. Yeah, this won't be for you. That was probably the Lord tripping you up.
All praises to the
Right
Most
there to
High.
say
But
for
you
you.
know what? From the start, you mess it up because when they say nigga, you're not nigga. You're nigga.
That's right.
That's right.
Put some respect on it. Put some respect on it. You can't be calling that. See? Right. So, but yeah, you'll be an Edomite.
Are y'all like that religion is like?
No, we're not a religion.
Or the true Israelites or something?
We are. That's who we are. That's who we are.
No, I heard about that movement. I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
All right. Hey, we rising up. We coming back to our heritage.
Facts.
All right. So all praises to the Most High. But we out here for our people, because guess what? The gospel is the good news, and it was only our forefathers only taught it to our people. They weren't going around teaching it to the heathen. We weren't doing these type of things. We was waking up our people. We were just talking about Paul yesterday. Paul's job was to come out into the Israelites and wake up the northern kingdom. He wasn't going out to the other nations and bringing them into the fold. You see what I'm saying? It didn't go down like that. All right? So, did I call something? Go ahead and bring it out.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days, went there out of Israel wicked men.
Well,
Wicked men.
out of Israel were wicked men. Go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
So going back to our people being sellouts, that's what they did. They made a covenant with the heathen nation. They said, here, you pay me this and I'll do whatever you want. They might as well should have said master. They might as well put that on there because that's what they was doing. Read it one more time from the top. Huh?
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11.
Bring it
In
up.
those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
We have had much sorrow because our people don't know how to work together. The same way King said, we ain't got that brotherly love no more. But see, that was a commandment though. It was a commandment that we love one another, man. Go ahead and bring that out.